individuals demonstrating excellence in legal or policy advocacy through their career in child welfare. Award recipients have significantly elevated standards of child welfare practice in their community. This year's outstanding legal advocate is Melissa Colangelo. Melissa Colangelo is the Appellate Director at the Children's Law Center in Washington, D.C. Since starting at the Children's Law Center in 2011, Melissa has worked tirelessly to improve the course of child welfare in D.C., increasingly influences appellate practice in our field across the country. Melissa has been the primary author of nearly 50 appellate pleadings and has led oral arguments or mentored the attorney making oral arguments for nearly every appellate case the Children's Law Center has worked on during her tenure. Her practice includes everything from last-minute emergency appeals to developing long-term appellate strategies based on new theories, and she approaches each case as an opportunity to have dialogue with judges and ultimately advance the law in ways that improve children's lives. She has also built a collaborative model that integrates appellate insight into every level of trial advocacy, ensuring legal teams have additional tools and support needed to succeed. In 2023, Melissa and her colleagues worked together to overturn their client's unnecessary removal into stranger foster care, and Melissa successfully completed Washington, D.C.'s highest court to publish its opinion, therefore establishing D.C.'s first binding precedent for what evidence is insufficient for the state to justify the harm of removing children from families. This case now serves as a national model. From growing Children's Law Center appellate team to developing and delivering trainings nationally to teaching at George Washington University Law School, Melissa is also a generous mentor and coach for the next generation of child welfare lawyers. Her many nominators noted her kindness, strategic thinking, and sharp intellect. As one wrote, Melissa exemplifies competence, dedication, and zeal for advancing clients' interests, all done with her trademark warm and approachable demeanor. Melissa embodies the very best of the vital, often unsung work of appellate law that shapes precedent and the lives of children for the better. Please join me in congratulating Melissa Colangelo, NACC's 2025 Outstanding Legal Advocate.
Oh, I'm used to a bigger okay, just what an honor, NACC. Thank you so much for this recognition and for shining a light on the power and potential of appellate advocacy. To my family watching through late nights and emotional days and all the deadlines in between, your support, humor, and patience has been everything. You guys keep me going. To everyone at Children's Law Center in DC, one more thank you, especially to our Executive Director, Judith Sandalo, our Legal Director, my supervisor, and your former NACC President, LaShonda Adams, right over there, and our appellate team, Jessica Sullivan, Thomas Carpenter, Raleigh Goss, and our second-to-none deputy, Catherine Piggott-Duke. This team is brilliant, tireless, it's got grit and grace, and I'm just so proud to do this work together. And I thank our clients for trusting us, teaching us, and reminding us daily what real courage looks like. Okay, those who know me are not surprised that I've already mentioned the word team a few times. It's something I'm always talking about. I'm even guilty of ending long to-do list type emails or long meetings with "go team." But there's one thing, guys, I actually love more than a team, and that's an underdog team. I've always loved that underdogs show people no one knows the outcome until the game is played. And underdogs don't win because it's easy. They win because they refuse to give up. And I know I'm not alone in drawing inspiration from these stories. Look at what we've heard just today and the last few days. And these are some of our collective best stories. The American Revolution, Rosa Parks and Ruby Bridges, the resistance in Star Wars, Rocky, the Mighty Ducks, right? Underdogs, all. They don't start with power and privilege and a perfect record, yet they show us what's possible with determination, energy, and unity. Now, I've been thinking about things that connect all these different kind of advocates that we have here. And maybe one is we're underdogs, and we so often represent incredible underdogs. And we really are in this moment right now. I mean, we've always faced complex, tiring work. The entire system continues to struggle with problematic origins. It's a field that can be challenging even on the best of days. And these are not the best of days. Just fighting for the basic dignity and humanity our clients deserve, like any other litigant, that can now appear almost radical. And with foundational legal principles more uncertain than ever, it can seem like justice isn't just delayed, but disappearing. But there's power in being an underdog. We don't rely on status, we're driven by purpose. Underdogs do the work. We put on evidence because it's an adversarial system, even if it feels like the Wild West sometimes. We make that argument for family integrity when that's what's best for our client, even if everyone else has already dismissed a parent or a kin caregiver. And we recognize that family law is constitutional law, and the stakes are simply too great to cut corners or fall back on assumptions or fail to put a case cite at the end of your sentence, right? And like other underdogs, we may be underestimated, but we know that through collective action, we are greater than the sum of our parts, as evidenced by the people and idea sharing in this room. So I urge you to jot down a phrase or person that reminds you to channel and champion that underdog spirit the next time you need it. You can think of Churchill, never, never give in, Nelson Mandela's quote that it always seems impossible until it's done, Maya Angelou repeating still I rise. You can think of Arya Stark saying not today, or even Ted Lasso's believe, right? Because if people see us as underdogs with the odds stacked against us, okay, but they shouldn't make the mistake of counting us out. In the long run, betting on the hard work and hope of these underdogs, the underdogs we represent, that's one of the smartest things anyone could ever do. So go team, go underdogs. Thank you.